I'll pull some cards for you guys, see what's going on. And this is my intuitive deck. So, just a message here. And then I'm going to pull from my astrology deck. I have this gorgeous astrology deck, and it's more than just the zodiacs, which is really cool. It has the planets, and I think we can definitely learn a lot from that. So this is the other one I'm gonna use. It's huge, but it's amazing. I love them. What is the energy we're working with? If we need to know. That's it. All right. Very interesting little trio here. So we got the 8 of discs, also known as also known as 8 of pentacles. I clearly need to talk slower. My brain is going faster than my mouth. That's my Gemini placements. Then we got the 8 of cups. One of my favorite cards, to be honest. And the Hermit. So definitely an emphasis on choosing something. I heard taking the road that's less traveled in order to get what you want. In order to be abundant. In order to keep sane. Make sure that you're doing things and making the decisions that aligns with your higher self. That aligns with God, that aligns with what you're trying to accomplish. Oof, the messages are just pouring in. Good God. There's also no point in sitting on something for a long time. Like if you're waiting to make a decision and you're like weighing the pros and cons, which is very good. Most of the time I'm hearing like weighing the pros and cons and like sitting on something and honing in on something, or like focusing in on something for too long is not the best way to approach this. I understand that you might want to take your time and you might want to be sure that you're making the right decision, but it's not that deep. That's what I'm hearing. It's not that deep. What you need to do is trust your inner guidance too. Trust your inner guidance. The thing about all of these cards, I get a very sense of I don't want to say loneliness, because everybody associates that with like being sad or being alone, but not in a lonely way. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's because there's only one person in each picture, and we got the Hermit card, which like screams, myself, self-love, screams, self-journey, just being alone and taking it one step at a time. It's like you're kind of alone, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It could be a very good thing, because also what could be contributing to all those thoughts and you thinking that you have to take your time with something, or that you have to like sit on this and wait, it could be coming from outside forces, from people whispering in your ear, or people be like, oh well, I think this is the best bet for you, or this is the better path to take. People do not know what is good for you like you do. They might have good intentions for you, but at the end of the day, you know what is best for you. And that's why I'm saying, like, don't focus. You don't need to focus and be so stressed about this thing. It's simple. God's even saying it's simple. You got it. I really feel like you got it. You may not see that, but the decision that you're going to make is obviously the one that is supposed to, you know what I mean? Like, everything happens the way it's supposed to, and everything that happens was God's doing first. You know what I mean? God already knew. So, to summarize, don't stress about one thing or a decision or multiple things. Don't follow anybody else's guidance or advice, and understand that you're going down the path that you're supposed to. You can feel it. I know you can feel it because of the cards that are here. We feel it. You know what is right. You know what is for you. So do it. Just do it, you know? And if worse comes to worse and it ends up being a lesson, who cares? Lessons are good too. Could be a blessing or a lesson. Either way, you're going to learn something and take something from this, and you made the decision all by yourself. All right. So now we're going to do the oracle cards for the zodiac. It's not just zodiacs. As you see, there's like planets and stuff, but we'll see what the energy surrounds. Okay. Anyway, this video is gonna look so like choppy because I keep stopping because I'm working, but it's slow. So I'm going to get paid to tell you guys what's in the cards. Oh, hi. You should have seen the way this card, hold on, I'm about to show you guys. It's like smack perfect onto my lap. Look at me. So, Sag energy. I like it. I like my Sagittarius. I love me some Aries. My best friend is an Aries. I adore Leos. They're amazing. But when it comes to a Sag, I like y'all. And for some reason, y'all seem to like Cancers. We can't date. We ain't compatible. But that Sagittarius energy, man. Love it. So the thing about Sag, and you know, we're tackling on to the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Hermit cards. Sagittarius is one that's like, oh, okay. Bye, kitty. Sagittarius energy is one that is very headstrong, one that don't play no games. They're going to do what they want. They're going to say what they want. They're going to feel how they want. They're going to move how they want. Sagittarius do what they want, but they're also very tender-hearted. They're very kind. They're very caring. They just do what the fuck they want, okay? And they can be nice to an extent because you don't want to make a fire sign mad, especially like Aries. Aries is a little emotional mad though, but they're still scary. But a Sag would like pop off. Sage, don't get in front of my, okay. And then you're gonna sit. Anyway, we also got Virgo energy. And we got Ascendant. So I'm gonna read to you guys what's going on. And we got hi little Scorpio at the bottom. So first up is Sag. It's important that we have interests and hobbies in order to be a well-rounded person. When we are feeling intellectually and physically unfulfilled, we can become clingy, irritable, and a burden to those around us. Make a list of all the things you always wanted to learn or participate in and narrow it down to your top 3. Then do them. On the flip side, you could be spreading yourself too thin with multiple commitments, and Sagittarius, while an adaptable energy, can only keep it up for so long before burning out. So, like I was saying, the Sagittarius energy, what I'm gathering from that is that although, like it said, although Sagittarius has that drive and has that energy to keep it going and keep pushing, or, you know, juggling all these things, eventually it's going to get tiring, and that's exactly what it's going to do if you let whatever area of your life you're thinking of right now, whatever area of life that you believe these cards are talking to you. It's very important to make sure you're not burning yourself out or going too hard. You don't need to go too hard for certain things. You just make a decisions and have no regrets. So now Virgo. Where is my Virgo? Here we go. It's time to tie up the loose ends in your life. Incomplete projects need to be finished. People who don't appreciate your value have to go. and family who doesn't respect your boundaries need to be reminded of them. Your needs must take priority before you can think of everybody else. Virgo may also be here to teach you how to express yourself constructively. Don't wait to share how you are feeling until it's too late. Letting resentment build up until it explodes is unhealthy and damaging. So you don't have to necessarily be rude. You don't have to be rude to the people who are possibly in your ear, or anybody around you. But it's also okay to walk alone. It's okay to figure things out on your own. And it's okay to tell people to back off. Set boundaries. It is what it is. And then we have Ascendant. No clue what page that's on, so I gotta go back to the context. So the Ascendant, pretty much what that is, for those of you who don't know, it says it right here, I think. Yep, the final part of your big three. So your big three is Sun, Moon, Ascendant. The Sun is your outer, ego persona. The Moon is your emotions, your feelings, what's going on within you. And last, the Ascendant is your mask. So this is how other people perceive you. This is how your personality comes off to other people. For example, mine is Virgo. So how I come off is definitely Virgo energy. Definitely Virgo energy. A little bit nitpicky. I am detail oriented. I need to do things at a time that is best for me and how I want to. Yeah. Hella Virgo tendencies here. So the Ascendant is that. So also what I'm getting, this is talking about what the Ascendant is like I said, the mask, how other people perceive you. I feel that there is an emphasis on that because maybe you are letting, or not even that you're letting, because sometimes people just don't respect boundaries and they do and say what they want, but I would say you're allowing people to have opinions on things that they should shut up about. And you know what? I feel like God is talking to me as well, because I have a lot of people in my life that, they have opinions, and that's cool. We all have opinions, and I'm never mad at them for it. But in my head, I'm like, what you have to say is irrelevant to me. Even if you have my best interest at mind, I just feel like people like to throw their advice based off their perception. You know what I mean? They are perceiving things a certain way, not the same way that you would or that anybody else would. Everybody perceives, we see things different, we feel differently. But that is going to end up swaying you. And that is not a Ascendant thing to do. What I mean is people pleasing or allowing people to influence your judgment, influence your choices, is not going to show who you really are. Now, I said the Ascendant is a mask, but that does not mean that it's fake. That is who you are. That kind of brings, I feel like that brings all of the signs in your chart, it brings it together. And that's how it shows to other people. And that's also important because you need to show to other people, going back on, I don't remember if it was Virgo or Sagittarius, I think it was Virgo, the boundaries, man. Setting boundaries and standing firm to boundaries and not letting people sway you, and definitely not people pleasing. We're not doing that. We're not people pleasing no more. So don't let outside influences, or I should say, don't let outsiders influence who you are and what you know to be true and what you know to be right and what you know that you need. Other people are perceiving it their way, and whether they love you or they're hating on you doesn't matter. You need boundaries regardless, because what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is that we need to follow what our mind and soul is telling us and has been telling us. That is the way to go. That is right. Like I said, whether it's a lesson or a blessing, that is the way you need to go. God knows it. You know it. So go. Make the step. There is no more thinking about it. There's no more contemplating. There's no more asking people for advice. There's no more waiting. It's time. It's time to act on whatever that thing is, whether it's money, whether it's family, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whatever it is. you know what to do, and you kind of have that tunnel vision and that focus. You know, you feel it. Just how I like to think about it is God talks to me through my feelings and through my emotions. Also, you know, I hear it, but when I feel something, that's it. I listen to that shit. And when I don't, I regret it. So just sit with yourself and listen to what God has to say. Listen to what you have to say. You know, if you don't believe in God, listen to your higher self, listen to your guides, listen to your ancestors, whatever. But at this moment, you need to only sit with yourself. So I hope that was helpful. I know we only had 3 cards here, and it's like a long video, but shit, I just got chills too, by the way. This whole sweater on, and I'm like sweating. It's super hot, and I just, like, I kid you not, I got chills. I don't know what it is, but something just gave me chills. So take this message like a grain of salt, and just keep it in mind. You know, that's the most important thing. Keep it in mind, and keep strong, keep blessed. I love you guys. If you need one-on-ones, you know what to do.